All right, I am going to call to order the April 11th meeting of Montgomery County Board of Elections and the presence of all three members. And we'll start collectively. The flag of the United States of America. For election board comments, I would like to welcome Judge Wall back to the election board and welcome Judge Clifford as well. Thank you for being here. Do either one of you have any opening comment? I do not. Okay. Hearing none, we will move on to public comment on items appearing on the agenda. Let's go, Francisco.
Yes, we have public comment on items appearing on the agenda. Pauline Braccio. Agenda item comments B, E, and D.
Good morning, Pauline Braccio, Tomlinson Township. I was a little surprised to see Ken Lawrence as chair of the election board because he's chair of the commissioners. And before it used to be where when he was vice chair, he would become chair of the election board, and Valerie, who was chair of commissioners, would then be the third person, and Joe would be the vice chair. So I'm just curious as to what rules are allowing you to be both chair of the commissioners and of the election board.
There's no rule that says I can't be the chair of both.
Okay, then why wasn't Valerie the chair of both before?
Because that's not how we organize the election board. And Commissioner Arthur was here. We could organize the board however we would like.
Okay, so you have full autonomy to do whatever it is you please, anytime.
I'm a member, one member of a three-member board.
Okay. And do the judges, hello, do they have actually a participatory role in this, or are they just here to fill in the seats and you're going to be doing everything?
Do you feel that you have a participatory role? I would say for events.
And I participated in every one of these.
What actually do you do? Do you help make the decisions of what's going on in the board for the Board of Elections?
Pass that on. My solicitor.
This actually isn't a Q&A. So if you want to complete what I would say.
Well, these are questions that a lot of people have. I'm just up here representing. Okay, well, it certainly should be, because if you really want to foster goodwill with the people, which your goodwill right now is probably like zero, you might want to start answering questions, a lot of questions. The other thing is, so who chooses who's going to be the vice chair? Is that going to be a vote among the three of you? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to run out of time in a couple seconds, so thank you.
Do we have any other comment on items appearing on the agenda?
Nancy, I see you logged in. Do you have public comment?
No, thank you.
Okay, we'll now move on to general public comment.
We don't have any.
That wasn't listed on the sheet. For
If
general?
you have general, you can.
Thank you. Pauline Braccio, Tomlinson Township. Since this is about the elections, I just want to tell everyone to vote for Ed Moyer for sheriff. Kilkenny really has to go. And unfortunately, Paula Patrick was not endorsed. Paula Patrick is a judge in Philadelphia who would be perfect for the PA Supreme Court. But now we have Carluccio, which is not a good choice at all. But unfortunately, like I said, Paula Patrick is not going to be on the ballot. I'm hoping that people will write her in, as I'm going to do. She rules by law. She's not intimidated. She fought Mayor Kenny and won, obviously, because she's a very good judge, and she knows exactly what she's doing and what she's talking about. So the other thing is, you know, I'm hoping that Joe Gale's not reelected, because there are two really good candidates for commissioner for the Republicans, Tom DeBello and Liz Ferry. Jamila seems to be okay. I would not object to her being, elected at all. But as far as I'm concerned, Ed Moye, for the deputies who are listening, Kilkenny does not have your back. Ed Moye actually has law enforcement experience. He was a state trooper for 23 years. Kilkenny is just a lawyer, never had law enforcement experience. So vote for Ed Moye, M-O-Y-E. Thank you.
We're going to move on to approval of the minutes now. Can I have a motion to approve the November 4th, 2022, the November 7th, 2022, the November 10th, 2022, and the November 28th, 2022 minutes of the Montgomery County. Moved by Judge Wall. Is there a second? Second by Judge Clifford. Are any more comments? Hearing none, we'll move on to a vote. Are there any negative votes? The minutes are approved. Okay, next, we need to appoint a vice chair. We have 2 vacancies listed on the Board of Elections as a result of the candidacy of Mr. Winder and Mr. Gale. On February 16, 2023, the Honorable Thomas Bronca of the Court of Common Pleas, Montgomery County, appointed the Honorable Judge Daniel J. Clifford to the vacancy left by Mr. Winder, and the Honorable Judge Kelly C. Wall to the vacancy left by Commissioner Gale. And now I will take nominations to fill the vice chair vacancy. Are there any nominations?
I'd like to nominate Judge Wall for the position of vice chair, having served previously on the board. I think it's appropriate for her to step into that capacity.
I will second that nomination. Are there any further nominations? I'm now closing nomination. Any board comment? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to a vote. Are there any negative votes? Congratulations. You're now Vice Chair Doug Wall. Now we'll move on to authorization of changes to polling locations.
Good afternoon, Commissioner and judges. I'd like to request the authorization for relocation of a few polling locations for the 2023 primary election to take place on May 16th, 2023. The Board of Elections is given the authority by the Election Code to relocate polling places as they see fit. And today I am seeking approval of the board to relocate 17 polling places. These locations are listed in the agenda attachment titled April 11th, 2023 polling place relocations, with one notable exception. We were notified this morning that the new location for Souderton 3 is no longer available on May 16th and are diligently working to secure a new location for that precinct. So these 17 polling places that we would like authorization to relocate are as follows. Abington 3-3, currently voting at St. Mark's Reformed Episcopal Church, proposing to move to McKinley Elementary School at 370 Cedar Road in Elkins Park. Cheltenham 5-1, currently voting at Gratz College, moving to St. John's Lutheran Church at 1224 Melrose Avenue in Melrose Park. East Greenville, currently voting at the Open Link, potentially proposed to move to the Upper Perkiomen 4th and 5th grade center at 510 Jefferson Street in East Greenville. Hatboro South, precincts 1 and 2, currently voting at Crooked Billet Elementary School, moving to the former Pennypack Elementary School located at 130 Spring Avenue in Hatboro, PA. Lower Marion 7-2 and 7-3, currently voting at Penwyn Elementary School, returning to Temple Beth Hillel Beth El Synagogue at 1001 Remington Road in Wynwood. Lower Marion 12-3, currently voting at St. Joseph's University, moving to Levering Mill House, 327 Levering Mill Road in Ballackinwood. Lower Providence 3-1 and Lower Providence 3-2, currently voting at the Audubon Elementary School building. Oh, I apologize. Lower Providence 3-1, currently voting at the Audubon Elementary School building, moving to Woodland Elementary School at 2700 Woodland Avenue in Eagleville. Lower Providence 3-2, also currently voting at Audubon Elementary School, but moving to St. Andrew's Lutheran Church at 2725 Egypt Road in Audubon. Pottstown 2-1, currently voting at the Elks Lodge, moving to the Pottstown Carousel at 30 West King Street in Pottstown. Pottstown 6, currently voting at the Ricketts Community Center, proposed moving to the Tri-County Active Adult Center at 288 Moser Road, Suite 1 in Pottstown. Towamencin 3-3, currently voting at the Towamencin Volunteer Fire Company, proposing that we move it to General Nash Elementary at 1560 Liberty Bell Drive in Harleysville. White Marsh Middle 4 and 5, currently voting at White Marsh Elementary School, moving to Barron Hill Fire Company at 647 Germantown Pike in Lafayette Hill. White Marsh West 3, currently voting at White Marsh Elementary School, moving to the Masonic Village at Lafayette Hill, 647 Germantown Pike, Lafayette Hill. And Worcester East, currently voting at the Central Schwenkfelder Church, moving to Worcester Elementary School at 3017 West Skippack Pike in Lansdale.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the relocation of the 17 polling places named on the attached document titled April 11th, 2023 polling place relocations, beginning with the May 16th, 2023 primary election, continuing for all elections. Moved by Judge Wall, second by Judge Clifford. Is there any board comment or question? I'll start. Parties have been.
The parties have been, notice has been posted at these locations as required by law. The parties have been notified. And in addition to the notice being posted, we will post the listings on our website as polling place relocations, and every impacted voter will be mailed a new voter ID card by the end of the week.
I just have one question. You post at the prior polling place to notify people when they go to the prior place. If you're able
Yes, if we are able to, we make every effort to try to
to post something on that.
post something for election day.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll move on to a vote. Are there any negative votes? Motion passes. Appointment of delivery support personnel, 2023 election cycle.
The code gives the Pennsylvania Election Code gives the board the authority to delegate their responsibilities to representatives authorized to act on the board's behalf. You have been provided with a document titled 2023 Election Cycle Delivery Support Personnel, and I am requesting that the board vote to approve the people named on that list to serve as delivery personnel for election-related materials for the 2023 election cycle. These individuals will assist us in delivering the materials for election day to our poll workers.
Can I get a motion to appoint the individuals so named in the attached document 2023 election cycle delivery support personnel to assist in the delivery of elected materials to elected officials? Moved by Judge Wall, second by Judge Clifford. Any board comment or question? Hearing none, we'll move on to a vote. Are there any negative votes? Passes. And I will take a motion to adjourn the April 11th, 2023 meeting of the Montgomery County Board of Election. Moved by Judge Wall, second by Judge Clifford. Any board comment? If none, we'll move on to a vote. Any negative votes? Motion passes. Meeting adjourned.